Hello everyone, welcome to Data through BI, and today we will go over hands-on just a simple step of data cleaning in Excel. So now we head over our small simple data sets. So as you can see, it is not in a format table and I would like to format it. You can choose from home and pick one from the template, or you select on the first cell and click Control T. Now let's inspect our data. As you can see, the transaction is unique and the date is in the right format. We have the customer name as a full name, product, categories, and other fields. Let's inspect categories. We see electronics, which has one without S and one with S, which could cause you the problem on your analysis when you try to get the total sale based on categories. Now let's look at the region. If you can see that they have inconsistent naming, which is lowercase and uppercase. So you can keep the full name of the customer, but just to show you how to split the name, I will go ahead and create two tables, and I will call this is the first name, this is the last name. I just type John at the first place, so the second row will recognize first name, and you just enter. You will get all the first name. Now, last name, let's do the OE, and you start with the S. It's remembered, all right? So this one has full name. Next, I want to clean my categories. As you can see, there are some inconsistent names with the small e, lowercase e, and capital E with S and not with S at the end. First thing, insert. If you want just capitalize or the first letter or make a proper name, you can use proper and it will give you all the proper names. Example, I'm just showing you this one. If let's say I got B small and S lowercase equal proper, you will get everything proper initialized as a capital letters. All right, it's just to show you how the proper function works. Another function that you can use is upper. Let's say I change that from proper to uppercase. This will give you everything into uppercase. So it just depends which one you prefer. All right, but I prefer the first one, so I'm gonna just undo. And I would like to copy the whole value because right now it's referencing to the category column G. So I have to copy the whole thing and pass it into the value. So that I can just delete these columns, copy the name categories, delete, and I replace this whole name here. So I got a new values that fix one of the problem. However, it's not yet fully fixing what I'm looking for. I go to here, you can make decision, either use the electronic without S or with S. It's up to you. I would use electronic without S. I come here and I go to like this. You can find for every cell, but I prefer specific column G, so I would go to replace, find the with S and replace with the non-S, right? So replace all and for found. Okay. So now let me check. I have only one electronic, which is good. It's what I'm looking for. And I'm done with this cleaning column G. We move on to the region, which is same thing, equal to proper, copy as a value, copy the header, or you can retype it, delete, rename the columns, and recheck it. Now you have everything looks good. Now assume that you don't have the total price. What you can do, example, you take 2 quantity times the price, which you get the same thing for the total price. Again, it's just to show you the small calculation in Excel. Since this is the cell dataset, The most question that asked to get insight out of this is, what are the total sales for the month? What are the total sales for each regions? Or what are the total sales for each product, categories? And who is the top buyer? Something like that. Another thing I want to show you is, I'm gonna call this is month, and I'm call this year. So when we look at the cell level, they're not really a concern because we want to see by month bucket or year bucket. So example, I want to have month to month from the date. This give me a bad format. Let's go to format the cell, go to number, make sure we can just do that, and this is 0. So you will see the month is 1, and for year, and I can just use the month format for the number, and I got 2023. However, the months I don't want to show by the month number. I want to show by the month name. So I'm gonna say equal to text field here, and I'm gonna do format M. Boom, I'm gonna get gender instead of month number. So after you clean and you think you got all the columns you want, you can start using the pivot table. Go to insert, make sure you click Ctrl A. Here you click from the table range, and I'm gonna use new worksheets. I don't want to put it on this existing. It's gonna create a new worksheet for me. So you see I'm gonna get worksheet 2, right? So this I can rename it summary cell. Okay. So what I want to show is, well, it's just gonna show you only one of the year and one of the month because we have very small data sets. However, again, we can go over more in depth with the real world data later, as long as you know the basics. So let me go to total as a value. So my total cell is from my data set is 700, and I want to see what is the month. So I want to go by the month name and the year. So the whole month and the year, okay, I got 700. But now I want to see it by the product. So this is just a summary, but normally when you see this, it's going to be hard for you to see by the header because you have a lot of product. It would be good just to go by row. So you can see Jane, you have these cell of the product. Also, I can go copy this and paste it right here. And I can switch from product to categories. And I can copy one more and I put it here. I go to region. All right. So I have 3 of the pivot table that it shows me immediately how much I have in total for each product, for each categories, and for each region. You can name it. So region, categories, product. Now you can put these into visuals. Example, insert visuals. So if I click select on these, for comparing, it's always better with the bar chart. So I'm going with these bar charts. In Excel, it's pretty good to have multiple, template for you to select. You can design your own layout or pick the color themes as you want to. Yeah, just pick anyone that you like. Now we pick this one. I keep the legend, but I don't want a grid line. Okay, so I don't want to show this up here. You can just say hide button on chart, and you rename this cell by product example. All right, and also here, since we have the visual that Jan 2023, I'm gonna just You can remove it or just hiding it. Let's say hiding on the chart. That's it, just to show you how to get a quick insight of your product sale. You can replicate the same thing, the same step. All right, this is just a small sample data set and how to show you to build the visualization with small data set in Excel. If you have the bigger data set, we can do the average sale across the month as well. All right, so here just an example of a couple visuals that you can build. And if I click on the visuals, make sure it all select and go add data, you will get the label data on that. And same thing to here, and you can do the stuff or something like that. And you can play a bit more with the pivot table, and you can create different kind of visual that you want. Alright, so for the wrap up, just to remind you, this is a small data set. It's just more purpose for you to practice on the cleaning data set and do simple visualization in Excel. For the next video, I will do more with the real data set. You can add it in your personal project. If you find something interesting and useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you.